Good afternoon and welcome to this special edition of SOTU, where we're going to talk about state representative programs. With me here is Bree Salagaris. Now, Bree, you've played for some South Australian teams in the past, haven't you?
Back in the day.
A couple of years ago, I think you were running around with the Sevens, weren't you?
Yeah.
When we had, it was Sevens we had in Adelaide, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How'd you guys go at that tournament?
We didn't come last, I don't think.
Well, that's always a good start. I remember you guys had a few good wins.
It was really fun, actually. It was good.
Yeah, it's always good to be part of these programs, isn't it? Make some friends in other clubs and really, knock down those barriers that we have against the other clubs and what have you. So I'm sure you would have made friends through that in other clubs. And,
we had an awesome team. It was good. Lots of fun.
I think your girls' team was better than our boys' team. We struggled a bit, but that's all right. Nothing wrong. Talking about state rep, we've had a really busy last couple of weeks. The under 18 girls, so some youngsters starting their pathway through women's rugby now. Obviously, a number of them have played mixed rugby, and now as they're getting into that age where they can't play mixed rugby anymore, taking that next step and having an opportunity to play some state rep with just the girls. So
did they have the really super coaches, Emma and Taj?
They did. Yeah. So
what about this team? They supposedly were amazing.
Emma Yates and Taj had them over there. Had them going, so it was really, really good. We had a bunch of girls. In fact, we had enough girls from South Australia to make the team, and then we filled up with a number of other players from other states so that we could have some substitutes. Otherwise, it'd be a bit of a problem. But yeah, girls had a fantastic time. Went over to Sydney to play in the schoolgirls and under 18 championships. So they didn't have to be in school; they just had to be born in 2001 or later. So a really great opportunity there. Emma and Taj did a great job preparing the girls to go over, and I think they really enjoyed being in the team with them as well. So
the girls I've spoken to that went on that trip said they had the absolute best time. So good work, girls. It
was fantastic. We'll throw up a couple of photos of the girls out there doing their thing. A special congratulations to Alicia Pinar, who was identified at the competition for what they call the Merit Squad. So a select team of 15. The best in each position, if you will, at the tournament. So she had a crack over the tournament, and she was carrying an injury too. I mean, she did a really great job. So congratulations to her, and great work to all of those girls who went out there, really flying the flag for South Australia very high. So fantastic feedback from the other states and from Rugby Australia around the development that we've had from our young players. So
girls.
Really good to see the girls doing well. The under 14, under 16 and under 18 boys went over to Canberra last week to take part in the Southern State Junior Championships. So we were invited by the Brumbies to take part in that. In fact, what we'll do is, just as a precursor into that, we'll show you a little video from the news talking about what that was and how important that is to obviously the smaller states.
Junior rugby players from as far away as South Australia and Tasmania are among more than 400 competitors in Canberra this week, taking part in the inaugural Southern States Championships. The tournament caters for players aged between 12 and 18, aiming to give them more representative opportunities.
It's one thing to grow the game of rugby in new and existing areas, but offering the right opportunities is just as important.
There's an issue with finding a competition that's competitive, where we're not getting blown away, but we're also not winning by a ton. So to find something that fits in with us in an environment that's comfortable for us to be able to travel to. So this seems to be a competition that's really working.
Tasmanian rugby has produced the likes of Wallabies lock Adam Coleman, but like South Australia, their participation in national championships doesn't always help their development.
There is some quality rugby, but it's just not at that standard, and we come away bruised and battered and with our tails between our legs. So to come up to a competition like this where we are a lot more competitive, we're putting points on the board and we've got that opportunity to come away with some silverware.
South Australia and Tasmania have been joined by sides from the ACT and southern New South Wales, and signs are already strong for an expanded tournament in 2020.
Definitely double next year, so going from 16 to around the 30 team mark and around the 800 players, so that'll be wonderful. And whether it's 2 to 3 days, it's all moving in the right direction.
The tournament wraps up tomorrow at the Australian National University and provides an important aspirational pathway for coaches, referees and, of course, the talented young players.
I'd love to play for Wallabies and Brumbies, I guess. So, I'd like to go 5 rugby.
Brett McKay, ABC News, Canberra.
So really great competition there for our guys. We're really competitive. All 3 teams ended up playing in the grand final. So,
wow, that's fantastic.
Really, really, really good. 4 teams took out the grand final comfortably. Under 16s, the team they played in the grand final, they lost to 3 games before that. And Cameron turned it around and won the grand final.
Woohoo!
Fantastic. Really,
awesome.
really good. And then the 18s losing to Tasmania in a really good final. Tassie were fantastic. Really, really good. Good to see them stepping up and playing some great rugby. So fantastic there for our states to be able to compete at a decent level rather than, you know what it's like going over to Melbourne playing against the Rebels and getting a hiding, or in our sevens competitions we play against New South Wales and Queensland or whatever. It's a big step up. Whereas in this environment, opportunity for us to compete on an equal footing, and also opportunity for our players to shine, our top players. So that was really exciting. So congratulations under 14s winners, under 16s winners, under 18s finalists, and some really top players out there. Also Chris McClare getting the Spirit of Rugby Award for the under 18s. So, when we're talking about our values of rugby, do you know what our values of rugby are?
You've quizzed me on these before and you made me learn them, and don't quiz me on them now.
So really important, obviously the ones that we find most important: respect, discipline, are integrity, are the big ones. Those are the 3 big ones. Obviously there's others, but those are the 3 that we really look forward to as standouts in our state rep players. And Chris showing all of those values while we were away. So fantastic that he was recognised for being part of that. So
after all, you always see elite athletes as they go on. It's not just the best player that makes it all the way through. It's often the most well-rounded player that goes the whole way. So good on him. Good on you, Chris.
Absolutely. And you'll find out later in the week, but Bree works with a professional franchise. So I'm very involved with professional players. So thank you for that insight. Really important to understand that. Coming up now, we have a few more programs. So in the next couple of weeks, we've got under 12 trials coming up. So we've got our under 12 regional competitions. So we'll have them in their superhero jerseys again, North, Central, and South, all playing against each other. The youngsters and the under 12. So that's really exciting. Opportunity for 3 clubs in each region, because we have 9 clubs who have under 12s. So 3 clubs in each region to come together, pick a team.
Oh, great.
To play against each other, and they're going to play against each other during the NRC Division 2. So the senior men, again, playing in the NRC 2 with some new teams this year. So Queensland Country, New South Wales Country and Perth Gold coming to take part in that, as well as South Australia, Tasmania, NT and Vic Country. So really good competition there for the senior men. That is 26th to the 29th of September in Adelaide. So after finals are all sorted, we're going to be having that at Woodville in their new facility. So that'll be good. So come down, support the under 12, support the senior men. It's going to be fantastic. In that same breath, though, we've also got our senior women's program, which will be running later in the year. The reason for that this year is having that timing is we're going to pick that women's side to go at the end of the year to play against a squad of Rebels players. So instead of just sending individual players over without any support and without anybody around them and just letting them go and trial on their own, we've got an understanding obviously with the Rebels. So we're going to use that they'll pick a squad. And we'll go over with a team, possibly with a couple of players from NT or Tassie as well, to strengthen the side, and we'll play against them. And from there, talented players for us will be identified to be able to play. for the Super W side. So just a bit more support around players going over, and they'll have obviously their mates around them, whatever, and whatever have you. And then
it's a great initiative.
Rugby Union SA having some more support around them as well.
Yep.
Because obviously, we want our players to do as well as possible out of Adelaide, and if we can stay in Adelaide and strengthen our competition, but also play at a higher level somewhere, then that's first prize, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the K-Train, Ava Karpani, having her Wallaroos debut. So congratulations, Ava. It was great to see you out there in Newcastle doing your thing.
She was awesome.
Oh, scoring a try on debut. Like, who does that? International debut, scoring a try, doing her signature runs. I don't know how much. Did you see the game?
I did, yeah.
So good. She does know how to carry a ball, doesn't she?
I'm just happy I'm not on the receiving end of that anymore. So good. Go, Eva.
Happy to go. Stay with the Wallaroos. We'll support you 100%. Love to have you back here, but please don't run it Bree anymore. Absolutely fantastic. And she's then ended up starting the week after that. So in her debut, coming off the bench, and then got picked to start in her second game. And obviously, she's going to be a massive impact. She's a powerful runner of the ball.
Strong.
And absolutely. And really great to see players from Adelaide taking that step to be able to become professional players in such a short span as well. So she played here. She was playing here last season. So fantastic to see Ava up there. So congratulations to all those teams over the last couple of weeks. Please keep your eye out on Facebook to see when your trials are coming up or how you can get involved with our state rep programs, whether as a manager, coach, dietitian, physio, trainers. All those are opportunities. So it'd be great to have everybody involved in our programs and help out wherever you can and take our young athletes to even more success.